How?
This is my second vlog entry. Yeah! If you're watching, that means that my last entry wasn't that boring and you're still interested in seeing what I'm up to. So, my first weeks in Canada went by real quickly. The first week I stayed at home and the second week I got to go to a summer camp called Camp Kintail.
Why are we at summer camp?
It's a Presbyterian camp. You have chapel every morning and you pray before dinner and stuff. And the chapels were a lot of fun. Like, I'm not a very religious person, but even I thought it was not boring at all. First of all, I want to start by saying that this camp is huge.
It's not just big, it's huge!
Like, you can't even imagine how big it is. They had their own rock climbing wall and high ropes. They had actual cabins. It was at Lake Huron. It felt like being on holiday, to be honest. The beach was just like a beach you would get on vacation. It's so great. Not only the campsite itself was great, but also the campers. I was a counselor both weeks, and we had campers at the age of 13 and 10, and they were a lot of fun.
Fun, 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 fun!
It reminded me a lot of the Scouts back in Austria, so that was one plus point.
10 points for
Kintail! Doing the program with the campers was a lot of fun. Like, we had water sports and of course the high ropes and the rock climbing. We had also had arts and crafts and lots of free time. So in one of the free times I had a girl off with one of the boys and they were fun in general. And one time the male campers picked flowers because I told them that I like flowers.
Bitches love flowers.
Just like in fraternities in Austria, you get a different name at this camp. It's called a camp name. There are people whose name is Pico, which is a sort of tea, or banana, which is a fruit, obviously.
No shit, Sherlock!
So everybody gets one of those names, and I had a really hard time finding one. I tried every single name that I'd like, but everything's already been taken. So I asked my campers to come up with a name, and in the end they came up with the name Cuddlefish. Everybody thinks it's about cuddles, like hugs, but it's actually not. It's a squid.
The Humboldt squid.
So I'm Cuddlefish now, and I really like that name. On my first day I didn't really know what to do, so Banana, the person who manages the Facebook page of Camp Kintail, gave me a tour. So it was like a long tour, and after that I just spent my day at the arts and crafts section, but the next day I actually got to be counselor at a cabin, so I wasn't lost anymore. I also met a lot of other counselors that were super nice. So Banana was one of the persons that I met who was great. There was also Loon, my co-counselor. She was awesome. I also met a girl that was German, so I got to speak a little bit German with her, but she went back after camp. Like, she's not in Canada anymore, she's back in Germany. And, of course, shout out to my girl Constellation. I love you, girl. There were also some other counselors who were a bit annoying, but still great. I'm talking about you, Kinglet, who was just so but it was just so he was just so well, but in general, everybody was really nice. They were so nice that I decided to go back there next year if I get the chance to.
I'll be back.
At the end of the summer, when all the campers are gone, they have the tradition of giving awards to the other counselors. So everybody gets one person who they make an award for. It's kind of like Secret Santa. I made an award for someone I didn't really know, but I tried. And I got the award of the Kintailian citizenship, which basically says that I am now officially a member of Kintail. And the person who made it even translated it in German, even though it's like very bad German.
It was totally Google Translate. You should not do that, boy.
But it was still so nice and I was so happy getting it.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
So that was my vlog about camp and the 2 weeks before school started. I'll see you guys next time, and till then, stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe.